So hello, in this video I'm going to show how to set the scale and how to add a scale bar on ImageJ. So in this case, this is a picture that I took at 40x magnification at the lab. What I like to do is select the straight line here tool. I just basically drag a line through the field of view here because I know that it's 40x magnification. I already know that this diameter should be 4 millimeters. So in order to set the scale, I will select Analyze, click on Set Scale. Again, this line, this is a distance in pixels that it shows. The known distance will be 4, and then the unit will be millimeters. I just select OK. Personally, to make this image smaller and clear, I prefer selecting the oval and just basically drag this oval around the field of view. Once I have that, I select Edit. I select Clear Outside. So as you can see, it just basically blurs out everything in that outside the field of view. This way it makes it cleaner, and that way you're not basically confused about what's outside the image. So I also prefer just cropping meanwhile you're still selecting the oval. To add the scale bar, I just select Analyze, I select Tools and the scale bar, and you can see that it just shows up in the bottom. You can change the width, you can change the height too. There's like a difference in the thickness in pixels. If you want like a smaller line, I prefer having it a little bit thicker. The font size, same thing, you can also change it. There's like differences in color, background, and so on. I just prefer keeping it at that since the background is already black, so that way it makes good contrast. And in this case, it should be done. Let's say if you wanted to measure this little C. elegans or the nematode, what you could do is select the little magnifying glass and just try to get closer to this. Since the scale is already set, and the straight line, you can change it to a segmented line. So this means that as you go through that nematode in this case, you can select the length of it. So you just have to draw around it. And you just do double click to finish. Here you can press on Analyze, Measure, and I already show you the length. Remember that it's on millimeters, so this will be the length in millimeters. You can also here make the line stay on the image. For that, you would select Edit, Draw, and it will show here. So you can reset the zoom and you can see that it's pretty small. If you wanted to add this measurement, what I do is that I select the text tool. Here I write down that it's 0.594 millimeters. If you do double click on the font, you can change the size and you can see how big it will be. Let's say I will put 120 here. Then by going back to Edit and then Draw, this will stay in the image. Because if you don't do this, then let's say if I write something here, and I still change the size of the font and everything. If I click outside, then it would just disappear. So that's why you always want to make sure that you select on Edit and Draw. And then you can just reset the zoom, and then you will be able to see that the length is shown based on the measurement that you took previously. So, yeah.